Right, welcome back. Last time, well, did some important reforms, specifically went to hybrid military and enlistment, so my manpower has approximately quadrupled, in fact, the available manpower that I have, plus also finished the direct taxation reforms because I was able to get provincial and judicial reform through. I had low enough autonomy for that. Although, admittedly, my autonomy no longer is low enough for it. Yeah. At the very least, that means I can go ahead and, once I hit 60 state reach, push through to a proper tax service. Which will remove the ability for the elites to obtain, well, steal money from the tax service, thanks to the fact that it's tax farming rather than a proper bureaucratic taxation. I probably should expand the bureaucracy if I want, but yeah, it should be fine. Probably. Hopefully. I've also unlocked another idea group and decided on studying army ideas, and did the first 3 ideas for exploration ideas. I've sent expeditions in the hopes of working towards getting global trade and Colombian imports, because either would be fairly important. Which is why I have, well, Mexico here. At the very least, it seems that... I'm sitting on... Yeah, that's global trade. Okay. It seems that English Mexico is picking it up, which might be helpful. I'm not 100% certain if I can actually get something useful out of it, but the fact that English Mexico is slowly obtaining the institution might give it to me if I wait long enough and let it come in to their country. Of course, that's hopefulness, and appears this stuff isn't loading in properly. Well, I can ignore that fairly easily. The nobles are slowly weakening, though not by much. However, I have been able to get some more stuff of theirs out of the way. Although, for right now, I think the focus should be on specifically getting tax farming through. And getting it out of the way, so I finally have a proper taxation process. Oh, and I've also started my way down towards the Malaysian Peninsula. After, well, these 2 countries ended up breaking their alliance due to a peace treaty. At least I figure that's what happened. So I've been able to take them down one at a time. And now that I have a much larger army that's about equal in size to Bengals, I probably won't have issues for a while. Probably. At least from then. Although there is the fact that France, England, and Castile have already started setting up colonies inside of Indonesia, which is not good. Still, sadly, Indonesia is considered part of Southeast Asia, which is my continent, and I already have the requirements for the continent in order to invent global trade. So I'm going to need to look for other places. Japan's another option that I am planning on doing. And if I can manage that, maybe Siberia, if I get lucky. It's a big if, though. Well, now's a good time as any. Let's go. Actually, imperialism sounds good. Yeah, it will be produce aggressive expansion. Okay. So how many ships do you have? 38. Ooh. What is your ship composition is now the question. 3 navies. Bengal has 18 light ships, 3 galleys, 17 transports. Okay, so I probably can outfight them if I'm careful. I don't need an admiral. Probably not. It's an inland sea, so I get massive buffs over there. That's fine by me. I won't fill the combat with an artillery, but they will, which gives them a slight advantage. The best way to combat this is to have the second army arrive soon after. Like that. Just like that. Okay, start working on sieging things down. Hopefully you can get that done before they come back. It depends on how far they decided to retreat. Or, well, if they went all that way. Hmm? Oh, that's right. They have more troops up there. Okay. Best to continue getting extra loyalty from the nobles by continuously bolstering their faction. Okay, at least they seem to know how problematic it is to try and fight me head on. Okay, so I can embrace academia when I want to. It's spread even further in theory. However, I believe that overall my autonomy is decreasing. That seems likely, so... yeah, okay. Definitely embracing it now rather than later. Okay, possible advisors +1, idea cost -10%, global institution spread +10%, admin tech cost -5%. These provinces, and then... definitely want war reps. Sure, why not? But that's it, okay. The question is... it is a -85% deliberated desire. Have you converted all the provinces? Yes, okay. So I should just let you core that stuff for a while, and I'll give you the time needed to core the provinces. And then think about annexing you. Conquest Castle's ability against Castile. What did I end up getting a claim on? Oh, for some reason I have a... Oh, really? How? I was colonizing that. How'd they even do that? It's not even supposed to be possible. Anyway, since Papua is considered part of the Pacific Islands, I can go ahead and... It might actually be better to colonize there, I guess. Right, okay, so... Since it's 1670 now, it's... A lot of things have refreshed. Don't have the state reach for that. Don't have the state reach for a lot of things. Do have the state reach for this, but not the executive authority. That's gonna be a pain to get. These require 80 state reach. I don't have the bureaucratic influence for it. Yeah, okay. So no minor reforms, nor major. I'll expand the bureaucracy one more time, but otherwise not touch it. Instead, I'll focus on reducing the powers of the nobles by taking away a reform, well, a privilege. Maybe? I mean, so prestigious diplomacy is definitely one that's mixed. Well, these are fairly mixed. I mean, I need legitimacy now. Let's deconsolidate their holdings. Reducing their influence. Liberties. Wow, okay. Let's not touch peasant freedom then. Apparently it drops way faster than I anticipated. I've been doing it too often. Oh, shoot, I should have done that. Tacked up. School teachers. With the growth in literacy came movements to provide education for all. In 1633, the Scottish Parliament provided funding for a school teacher to be attached to each parish in order for the poor to receive a free education. Although it was limited at best, it was the beginning of public education, and many countries would follow suit over the following decades. New corruption minus 0.02. I'll take the urban production efficiency buff. Rationalism. In the 17th century, the fields of mathematics and philosophy blended together to form rationalism. In works such as Descartes' Meditations, 1641, philosophers espoused the idea that people had an innately rational nature, with common knowledge that could be brought to the fore. In this way, they encouraged the use of reason alone to reveal the eternal truths of the universe. In the words of Descartes, cognito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Urban production efficiency plus 1%. I should also provide grading for the commoners to get my stability back up. The high stability will help bring prestige back up. Oh boy, is it poor right now. Oh, and this general died. Whoa, you are excellent. Well, I do plan on making my next target for war Malacca again. I do want to fabricate more claims. After all, coring is not cheap. It rarely ever is. Even with imperialism making things easier to conquer, that just means I'm going to need to burn more points on that. Oh, finally. Damn it, it's one of those where global trades thing hasn't spread all the way yet. At least that province hasn't embraced. Problem. England is also fairly tough, but they are busy with other things. However, I cannot send troops through here. I just don't know how to get over to there. So that stuff is basically terra incognita. Huh. How am I getting industrialization offense in the 17th century? It's 1674. It's far too early for these sorts of events. I guess maybe it's based off of time since game start? I mean, it would make sense 100 years from now. Or 90 years from now. But it's far too early for industrialization to start spreading. Unless that admin tech 44? I mean, okay, I do have the admin tech for it. The embracement will also decay with time, so it's not going to be helpful at all. Fine. Okay. Wasn't Lithuania much bigger? Jeez, they just died. At least now I can see most of Europe. Yeah, okay, so we've got a Scandinavia. That's wonderful. A fairly well proportioned one of that too, at least as far as I can tell. Ah, okay, so they own Pskov. Yep, okay. Oh, and Hungary now owns about half of modern-day Ukraine. And also most of modern-day Bulgaria and Serbia. We've got a big Hungary here, and I believe Croatia, yep, permanent junior partner, limited of Hungary. Transylvania is also a subject, and Moldova is unlikely to survive unless it can get a powerful backer. Also, apparently England inherited Austria. Okay, now that's just extra silly. That's just extra silly. Okay, we've got a weird... Oh, and Portugal no longer exists. They've been inherited by... They've been conquered, mostly, by Castile. Apparently, there's a tiny Republican Portugal left over inside of the Cape. What the heck? Why did we have such weird stuff going on? At least Madagascar's mostly untouched. I doubt all those 86 are something like heavy ships. So I should be able to take them on. There is a difficulty of the fact that they are going to be a few... Oh, yeah. Okay, I probably should upgrade my ships. My galleys. Yeah, okay. Permanent navy. This should give me a Sebex. Despite all its wars, the king's ships were still assembled during times of war rather than held on duty all year round. As warships became more specialized and expensive, the navy became increasingly permanent, until it was officially established as a permanent force. Naval force limit plus 5%, naval engagement width plus 5%, trade range plus 80, naval morale plus 0.5, enables the Xebek. Pricey, but these ships are more powerful. More cannons. And hull size, I guess. I'm not actually 100% certain how they're more powerful, but I do know that they are better than what I previously had, so. Yeah, manpower is reduced. I figured it was going to do that, but nice to actually see it. Still working on that rank 3 capital, huh? Okay. Not surprising. I do want to further improve the infrastructure in here, though. Oh, I'm going to need to increase the amenities infrastructure, aren't I? Oh, wait, it's rank 5 now, right? The needed quantity is 5. Generally expensive, but I have so much money. This province should also get increased amenities to rank 4. It looks like it's about to need it. This province could use rank 5. Okay. Tack that on to the end of the list. I hope it does that. I would have preferred to finish the capital structure first. Okay, so you need rank 4. Do you need rank 4? You're kind of approaching the point for that, so I may as well do that. You've definitely need rank 4. You already have rank 4 for some reason. You could use it. You already have rank 4 and you probably don't need it. Sure, why not? The burgers can be a little strange when it comes to where to invest into the infrastructure. Of course, I may be a little overzealous at times too. Why does this have rank 1 capital infrastructure? Well, either way, that means that the communication is definitely doing better. So autonomy is going down and I can take better advantage of the province. You don't even have a city. Okay, extenuating circumstances means I need to cut this short. Great. Ah, deselect. Deselect. I don't have the time to set up anything more than doing that real quickly. Okay, fine. So, we didn't do all that much because it just wasn't that much time. Did invade, Bengal, and actually won in order to get all the rest of the Monic provinces under Sukhothai's control, and I am currently in the process of annexing Sukhothai. That's going to take another 30 years. I've also used the imperialism casus belli on Tondo, and took all of their provinces. I've also massively built up the navy, and just upgraded it, in order to get, in preparation for fighting off the Europeans. Because I'm in a position to reasonably do so. So long as I don't do the dumb thing and use the imperialism casus belli, because I literally cannot reach them. the pathway is obscured by terra incognita. So, yeah. I've also been working a bit on infrastructure just now, but okay. Anyway, I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.